Hello everyone, welcome to CookingNoviceToPro. I'm learning how to cook from scratch. Cooking is for some reason really stressful to me. Whenever I get in the kitchen, I get overwhelmed because I don't know what I'm doing. There are a lot of resources out there, but sometimes it's hard to put it in a logical manner to grow in cooking abilities. So instead of rushing, I'm taking a slower approach. I found 3 books that I really like and I am combining them as a starting point, which I link in the description. Along with my research are helpful to figure out how to grow from the total novice, hopefully to a pro. I want to master the basics and really understand what makes a good cook. This journey is all about patience, learning step by step, and making cooking accessible for all of us. So based on the research, the best place to start is to have the right tools we can make or break your experience in the kitchen. Today, we're diving deeper into those tools, covering the ultimate kitchen toolkit you'll need before you start cooking. My hope is that with the right equipment, it will be easier to tackle even the simplest recipe. Most of these I found already lying in my house, in my kitchen, as items we've bought throughout the years. Hopefully most people will also have them and will not have to spend any money, if a little. You can also buy them as needed as you progress in your cooking journey. Ready to start? Let's get into it. So here are the tools that I have found in my house, and I am going to go through each one of them. So first tool are the cutting tools, and the first one is the chef's knife. This is the foundation of your kitchen and you'll use this 90% of the time. You can use it for chopping, slicing, and dicing. The next one is the paring knife. Think of it as a detail tool for trimming vegetables. You'll also need a cutting board to protect both your knives up. And finally, you have the bench scraper. It's a real game changer. Not only can you use it to gather up chopped veggies, it also helps to clean up, especially when you're dealing with dough and flour. To keep your knives in top condition, you'll need a knife sharpener. A dull knife is most dangerous than a sharp one, and this tool really ensures your knives stay sharp and ready to use. Lastly, you will need a knife rod. These help to keep your knife edge straight between sharpenings. It's quick and easy, but it's kind of hard for me to really get the hands of it, so I might have to watch more videos. Next, we're starting with the measuring mixing tools. We're starting with the measuring cups and spoons. I really like these ones. They're a Pamper Chef one that I bought a long time ago, but I like them because, and I have them going from a fourth of a cup to a whole cup. Then I have a leveler, and this helps to just level flour or ingredients so you're not overdoing too much, especially in baking when everything is precise. Then we have our measuring spoons, 2 different kinds. I have the ones that are in teaspoon to tablespoon. You can get as detailed as you want, but teaspoon, half a teaspoon to tablespoon are okay. These are cool. I like them. They have a dash, a drop, or a dot. So I really like those. I also have these 2 that are all in one. So if you're measuring the same thing and they're using different measurement, it's great for storage, and you can use them by sliding the part to which measurement you want. I have one for teaspoons and one for tablespoon. Next, you need a scale, and this is for precise cooking. It allows you to weigh ingredient, which is something to be more accurate than measuring by volume. It's great, especially if you're measuring in grams. Now we're going to look at mixing bowls. They come in various sizes. You can use them for everything from combining ingredients, marinating meat, making salad. You can do stainless steel or glass bowls, durable. Now looking at our cooking vessel, we're going to start with our saucepan. It's one of those that you'll reach for constantly. It's perfect for boiling, simmering, and making sauces, whether you're cooking pasta or preparing soup. It's also versatile. You can buy all of these in different sets. Next is your frying pan. It's another must-have. You'll use it for sauteing, frying, and searing meat. I recommend a non-stick version for cleanup. Sometimes you can get stuff when this is more like one of those materials that's supposed to be a little safer. My pot, as you can see, is well used. Then we also have a cast iron. I cook with these a lot. This is a kitchen essential that can be used on stovetop and even in oven. It's great for frying, roasting, and baking. There's plenty of video how you should take care of them. They take minimum care. For bigger meals like soup, stew, and muchness of pasta, the stock pot is essential. It's the tool you'll need for like boiling and simmering. We do use this a lot for our soups, and we have even the bigger one depending on what we're making. Then you'll need a baking sheet. It's not just for baking cookies. You can use it to roast vegetable and make sheet pan dinners. I've seen those and I can't wait to learn how to make them. You can also use a muffin tin for savory and cupcakes, muffins. A lot of people like to do mini quiche and sometimes egg bakes for breakfast. Now we're going to look at our stirring, mixing, and flipping. We're starting with this skimmer. It's a handy tool for frying. You can use it when scooping French fries with hot heat, or you can even for pasta without having to use a strainer. Another one is a slot spoon. Is great for draining excess liquid while serving, whether you're pulling vegetable out of boiling water or skimming a little bit of fat of broth. This is a great tool. You will need a ladle. It's perfect for serving stews. You can use it for punch add liquid without making too much of a mess. Next, you'll use the spatula. Two types of spatula. You have the black one that you use for frying, scrambling egg, and then the red one is for frosting and scraping your bowls when you have things that are really sticky. Next up is meat tenderizer. It helps break down fiber, makes them more tender and easy to do, and it's really just fun to work and pound your meat. Sometimes it's great when you're having a long day. You also have it. People use this for baking, but you can beat eggs, mix batter, and make cream. Then you need a wooden spoon. This is great for gentle cooking on your pots, and you'll stir stews and pretty much anything on the stove. So if you don't want to scrape the finish off of it, wooden spoons are definitely recommended. Don't want to use metal on those type of pots. And finally, we have this wire mesh skimmer. It's better for straining. Again, like the other strainers, you can use it straining and for food hot oil. Now we're looking at handling and prepping tools. So we're gonna start with tongs. And they're like an extension of your head, perfect for flipping meat, stirring food, even serving. I've actually enjoyed, makes things easier, especially when you're not comfortable in the kitchen. Then you'll need a micro plane zester. And if you need to add some zest, grate cheese, this is great. There's a bigger one you can get. We also have kitchen shears. This people use different kind to cut herbs, trim meat, and open stubborn packing. You will then need a peeler for peeling your fruits and vegetables. If you're making potatoes, or you can peel carrots, apples, anything you want. Finally, you need a colander. It's essential for draining pasta and washing grain. I really like this one, the way you can just take it out or shake it and then go about your day. There's also some specialty tools. We can start with the rolling pin. This is when you're rolling out doughs, pies, and cooking dough, ensuring that everything is smooth and even. I really like this marble one. This was the gift to me that a lot of people buy the wooden one. Next, you need a pastry cutter. This is super useful for blending butter into flour, making flaky pie crust or savory biscuit. It's all about getting that perfect crumbly texture. Then immersion blender is great for blending soup and sauces. No need to transfer hot liquids out of your pot. You just plug them in and put it in the pot and you blend it right away. You can also use this to make at home. Another form of blender you need would be just a regular blender, perfect for smoothies, soup, and sauces. A versatile tool for quick blending as well. We've had this one forever. It's a Vitamix. You can use Ninja. There's other sorts of blenders out there. You don't have to get the expensive one when you're starting. Most people have this form of one at home. This is a food processor that I really, really love. It helps with chopping veggie, making pesto, and blending dough. I bought this a while back when I was still thinking I was going to be really good at cooking. We do a coleslaw or cauliflower rice with this, and it makes that process really easy. When you're finishing your cooking, there's a few things you can use. So you can use a pastry brush. It's more delicate. It's ideal for brushing butter or baked goods. You also have pastry brush. It's apply marinade to meat and pastries. Whether you're grilling or baking, helps to get even cooked. You'll probably want a thermometer when you're cooking meat. This is an Insta Read one. It's good to cook for perfection and make sure that your food is also properly cooked, so you're not eating anything raw. A can opener gonna come handy. Absolutely essential for opening cans and goods easily. We like really this one. It's simple. I also have an electric one that's older, but this does a great job. Very, very important. The Menly slicer is great for making salads and great, but I really highly recommend please use it with the attachment that comes with it, the safeguard. These things are really, really, really sharp and you can get hurt. So don't buy one. Just use a knife if you don't need to use it as much. Finally, we have a grill pan. This is if you like grilling, you want to do it indoor, you can use these and get your meat smear, veggies with that in outdoor grill. Last but not least, you need a rice cooker on Instapot. That's what we have because it's more versatile. You can cook rice perfectly. Also handle soup, stew, and more complex recipes. Now, these are nice to have, but here's bonus aluminum foil in plastic wrap. This is great for covering your food, wrapping leftover, or even using in cooking when you're roasting or steaming. It's just a great thing to always have in your kitchen to reach for when needed. Then you're going to need to store your food when you cook in freezer bag and storage bags, depending on what you're cooking and how long you want to keep them. You can also save your food in airtight containers. Great for leftovers, meal prep, or packing lunch. I use glass and plastic. I love to reheat in my glass one, but the plastics are great to just store food. Favorite thing we have in our house is a wok. It's excellent for high heat cooking, just like stir fries, tossing food, a breeze. It's probably tough one, but I don't know the material, but they're easy to clean when you're making a big meal. It's definitely nice to have a KitchenAid mixer. You can have a hand mixer. If you're baking, my kitchen mixer is great for mixing dough, whipping cream, and much more. Finally, you don't really need it at all. It can make your life easy, but it's an air fryer. If you want to make quick, crispy meals with less oil, an air fryer is fantastic. Your kitchen, they make a combination of these now. There's all sorts of versions. This is the one we got a long time ago. That's it. I hope these were helpful to have.